Hey, y'all. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Thank you to everyone that's tuned in on our YouTube and Facebook pages. Shout out to our radio partners, Fluent Media Network, Philly Jams 95.3, and Indie 101.5. Tonight's show is powered by Live Long Health, Paris Ice Bar, Copajn Vodka, Fiya Infusions, and Lavish Looks by MzMetchi. Be sure to tap in with us every Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, honey, and don't forget, the MzMetchi Show comes on every Monday at 11 a.m. It's showtime. Let's get it.
I know what it feels like to step into a room and feel like you don't fully belong yet. To have the skill, but not the structure, the vision, but not the clarity. The aesthetics industry is growing fast, but too many providers are entering it the wrong way. No guidance, no real foundation, just guessing and hoping that it works. And that is where costly mistakes happen. That's exactly why I created the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit. Not just another training, not just another conference. This is a transformational experience designed to help you go from clinician to CEO. Over 3 powerful days, you will gain clarity on how to enter the industry the right way, structure to build a compliant and profitable business, strategy to attract and retain your clients, and the confidence to finally step into ownership. Because this isn't just about aesthetics. This is about building something of your own, creating freedom, and stepping into a life you know you're meant for. You don't have to figure this out alone. You belong here. So take flight with us at the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit and step into your next level as a CEO.
What it do? Your favorite cousin Young Jock checking in. And right now you're tuned into the Blueprint Live with my favorite MzMetchi, all right? Hey man, you know what it is. Keep doing what you're doing and keep it right here. Chill.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, it's your boy $2 Fabo, Bankhead Fabo. Oh, hey man, check this out. I want y'all to tune in right now to the Blueprint Live with MzMetchi. And I want you to tune in every Thursday at 6:30 Central Time. Ah! Oh, Fabo!
Hey. Come on in, y'all. It's been a long week, baby. Thursday. It's my birthday eve or whatever. Shout out to James Ortiz, and I love this song, Higher and Higher. Higher and higher. Higher and higher. I can't sing. I've been talking all week. Welcome back to the Blueprint Live. It's your girl, MzMetchi. Ooh, it's been a long time. David is on. What's up, David? Hey, look, you made it on time, friend. Where you watching from tonight? We know you in Cedar Hill, but you out or you at the crib? What's going on? We have to check in. First off, if you are loving the song that I opened up to, okay, that's Higher and Higher by James Ortiz. If you all remember, he came on the show a few months ago to promote his latest project. So you all make sure that you go and check that song out. And look, I have to shout out, okay? Shout out to Dr. Shakika Williams, okay? My friend, my sister. She is hosting the Aesthetic CEO Conference. It's going down July 17th through the 18th. I need you all to get in the room because let me tell you this. I had the opportunity to sit down with my sis yesterday. And this is the thing. We get to know each other on a sister level, so we don't always talk about our careers. But she's going to be one of our features for season 2 on the MzMetchi Show. And I got to learn a little bit more about all of the things that she does. And when I tell you, Dr. Williams is phenomenal. She is definitely someone that if you are really looking to expand, you're really looking to take what you're doing to the next level, Dr. Williams will help you. Her conference is happening. It's right out here, okay? The South Suburban area. It's parking, y'all. Y'all know y'all always talking about parking. Come and pull up on my sis. The early bird special is on sale until mid-May. So you all want to get on. And look, we got a special promo code because look, Dr. Williams, she love us, okay? She loves us. If you go to the website, I have the information on the page. Blueprint 75 will get you a discount off of the entire conference weekend. And I'm telling you, the lineup, of course, y'all know I always get a little bit of the inside scoop, but the people that are coming into the room, they are going to be blown away. I know that I'll be there. So I hope that you all will join me. Remember, use that promo code Blueprint 75. Okay. It's the Aesthetic CEO Conference. We outside this summer. We're outside. We're having fun. We're networking. We're connecting. We're learning. We're growing. Get with my sis, Dr. Williams. I need y'all to do that. What's going on in the comments? Happy birthday. Thank you. Yes, my birthday is tomorrow. So I am so excited to be back on. What's going on, Auntie? Hey, girl. She said, hey, David. So look, tonight, really exciting show. Look, we're going to run it back. I have a lot of things to share with y'all. But before I move along, y'all remember the Blueprint Live is available anywhere that you listen to your favorite radio shows and podcasts. So iHeart, Spotify, all of that, we are on. Please make sure that you go and give us a follow, subscribe, all of that. And if you haven't already, on our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, TikTok, everything, oh my gosh, so many different sites. Make sure that you're following MzMetchi and the Blueprint Media Company to stay up to date on the latest. And if you haven't subscribed to my email list, I just sent out a blast with some updates to my insiders, and I'm so excited for a lot of the things to come. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So tonight's topic, we're just going to catch up because look, I got some sad news for y'all, but it's good news and sad news. Good news and sad news. We're going to jump in tonight. The topic, we're just going to be catching up. I haven't been on in a few weeks. I've got so many updates, so many things to talk about. We're recapping the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to give my people, because y'all been rocking with me for a minute, I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek of what's to come. Okay. But of course, I have to shout out my amazing sponsors. Okay. So shout out to Live Long Health, Copajn Vodka, Pretty Curvy Savage, Paris Ice Bar, and Fiya Infusions. After tonight's broadcast, anyone that I mentioned will be hyperlinked to both the Facebook post as well as YouTube. And of course, shout out to our radio partners, Fluent Media Network, Philly Jams 95.3, and Indy 101.5. You all can catch the Blueprint Live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time on each of those respective stations. Now, hate it and love it. Hate it and love it. But before we do that, before we hop right in, drop your businesses in the comments. I want to know what y'all got going on. I want to know what's up. What's tea? What's going on in the comments? Oh, yes. I love y'all. Thank you. Yes. It's birthday time. I'm already sipping champagne. Just to let you know, it's going to be a boozy weekend. Very boozy. So I think it's a good time to go ahead. Hate it or love it and what have you.
All right, y'all. It's time for Hate It and Love It. Let's get into it.
First one to kick it off. Please stop going to work when you're sick as hell. I need for us in the United States, let me speak to my United States citizens. I know that times are difficult and challenging and all of that, but like if you are deathly ill, stay your ass at home. Please. We have to shake the table real quick. Stop going to work and you like, I'm talking about you're a downtrodden, you are sick as hell. Stop it. For the love of you. Let me get my baby face on. For the love of you. Please stop going to work and you sick. Hated it. Bing bong. I don't like it. I don't like it. You should not feel pressure to work when you are ill. Stop. Okay, David, he's talking about his Hate It and Love It. My boy Ted Turner passed away. Friend, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry for your loss. We're going to file that under freaking Hated It, right? Like, that's horrible. Sending all of the love to you, friend. All the love. Let's see. Darius, month of May cocktails. You better be drinking early. Yeah, you know what? Look, I'm going to have to schedule a pull-up. I'll be moving around tomorrow. So if you have some drinks on reserve, y'all make sure y'all get in tune with Darius. He's definitely included in the recap when we talk about LinkedIn Lit later. I mean, there's no way to talk about LinkedIn Lit without talking about Darius and his, all of his beverages. Okay. Shout out to him. Shout out to Tipsy Mobile Bartending Service and Company. Okay. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to the whole squad, the LinkedIn Lit fam. I love y'all. And yes, we are drinking early. Rihanna, happy birthday. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Y'all see, I'm already getting the party started. Amongst other things. David said he was the co-founder of CNN. Look, that's horrible. That's what we losing all of our legends and our great ones. For real. Let's see, Darius. Them jobs don't be caring though. With the jobs not caring, we shouldn't either. Bingo. Because this, we bring value. I can't speak for everybody because some people don't be working that hard, but we bring value when we come into place. So if we have to take some time to rest, because I tell you what, I was sick a few weeks ago. And I went in the first day and I was like, I'm feeling like something is wrong. And by the time I had made it home that night, I was so down bad. I was so down bad. I ended up taking off a few more days after that. And I know my team was stressed. And, the only thing I could do is apologize for that. But I'm not going to go and try to work and give my all. And I'm sick. Like, I'm just not doing that. So, whew. David said, I'm going to miss him. He the one that brought the wrestling company, WCW. David be keeping up with all the sports. Fran, you need to be starting you a sports show. Clock it. Yes, definitely praying for David. Definitely, you know what I mean? Because look, even though when it's like people that we haven't like met before, and all that other stuff, we are inspired by who we're inspired by. So when they go, we go. It's funny. I was Portia. Shout out to Portia's by P. She had posted on Thread. She was just like, "Excuse me, y'all. I'm grieving Michael Jackson again." And I was just like, felt. Because I've been seeing all the clips, and of course they've been putting all like the old school things. And I know people like to give him a lot of grief, but I'm just like, an icon, a legend. You just can't erase history like that. So moving along, okay, that was my hated it. The love it is this. We're gonna be talking about it more later on, but the LinkedIn Lit was a success, y'all. I'm not gonna cry. I have been tenderism for like the last probably 7 to 8 weeks. And let me tell you, when you're throwing big events, it's never always perfect. And I mean, and I am super type A. I am super like, okay, let's, cross every T, dot every I. And even, there were things where I'm just like, we're gonna hit them better next time. Like it's just like let's get it. But overall, I am just I feel very thankful. I think the love it is that it went off with minor hitches, but really without a hitch. And that it's expanding. Y'all, okay, for those that were in the room and that have been there, like, for the last 2, it was real thick up in there. And I'm just like, like, it's like when you see a little baby and they clothes be a little too tight, it's just like, I think that they've moved up a size. And so that was that was the feeling that I had. Like, of course I was enjoying, but when you are curating something, you're always looking around and observing. But it's time to expand. And y'all, expansion is scary. It's so scary. It's so scary. But we're doing it, like I always tell y'all, I'm like, do it even if you're fearful, do it even when you're scared. And here I am. I'm like, I'm over here terrified. Imagine that. But it's going to happen. So, let me just say here, because a few of my partners and even people that are that were guests. Hey, Latifah, I see you, sis. She said, hey, girlfriend. Yes, it definitely was. Enjoyed myself. You did successful one again. Thank you. Thank you. Latifah, you always show up. I am very thankful for you. I'm thankful for everybody that, understand that it was a lot of people in the room. When I looked at my outgoing list, when I went to communicate with everybody, it was like 41 folks. And I'm like, damn. This a lot of people. I'm like, that's a lot of people right now. I had to have individual conversations with them to get them on board for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. And the fact that in each of those conversations, be it big, small, email, text, in person, Zoom, okay, they agreed to stand with me for all three of them. The one that kicked off last May, the one last October, and the one that just happened on the 25th of April. I'm thankful. I'm thankful because understand that a lot of the businesses that I partner with, we're all trying to go. We're all trying to get there to the next level, to being able to have our revenue from our business be our main incomes and not have to work these jobs. Because I work with a lot of corporatepreneurs. I work with a lot of people that they go and they clock into a job and then they come back and give their business 40 hours, if not more, right? Because when I tell you the LinkedIn Lit Brunch kept me up on plenty of days to 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But when you're doing something that you love and that's for you, and you know that it's going to pour into so many people, it is exhilarating. And I hope that, anyone, if you're just kind of, you're sitting on some ideas or some things that you want to do, I hope you go for it. For real. Concepts can become a reality. So that's my love it. My love it is that, it happened. My love it is that my ideas and these things that I have in my mind, they're like my little brain children. So when I birth them and give life to it, it is a feeling that I can't describe. The bottom of my damn feet was hurting after the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. I stayed in my heels. I challenged myself to stay in my little heels the whole time. And y'all know MzMetchi don't wear high heels. So, and it wasn't even a high heel, but I stayed in them all day. I was like, I'm not going to go put on my slides. I'm going to be a real host. Okay. And keep my damn shoes on. But my feet were on fire. And I mean, they was burning up afterwards. And I was like, this is the good pain. Because I remember feeling like that when I used to stand, 8+ hours working at White Castle and stuff like that. It's so much more. It's so much better when you're doing it for yourself. That's all I can tell you. So that's the love it. I don't really have too many hated it, but I'll just, I'll say this. My birthday is tomorrow. That's, of course, the love it. Y'all, I done just been through some things. It's been a lot of scary moments. Hold on, Darius, I just saw this. He said late nights, early mornings. For sure. For sure. Be up to the wee hours of the night. Do you hear me? The wee hours. Working, designing, emailing, all of these things, setting up stuff, coordinating calendars, doing invoices, paying invoices. It never stops. But if you are, a business owner, you're somebody that's watching the show or whatever the case is, stay encouraged. Stay encouraged. Get with a good community. Come on over with the LinkedIn Lit fam. It not only is it lit, but like we really are trying to do some business and doing things together. Like I cannot wait. All I'm gonna tell y'all is this. We'll talk about it a little bit more with the topics, but just on the love it and going into my birthday tomorrow. I want to run it up like Cash Money and No Limit. Every time you turn around, there's going to be some lit stuff going on in the city, surrounding areas. We could take it out of town. We outside for real, but in a good way where it's meaningful. It's not just we just outside kicking it and just kicking the bobos and we drunk as hell and doing all that. No, we're not trying to do that. We're really just trying to get out and activate these businesses. Because let me tell you, as a business owner, if you're waiting for somebody to come and save you, you're going to be waiting for a long time. So what we have to do is create our own opportunities, our own events. Because let me tell you, I'm speaking to y'all as somebody that is like, I don't get invited to the table oftentimes. I had no other choice but to create my own tables because even the tables sometimes that I was invited to just weren't a good fit. They were great tables. Great, incredible, right? But it just wasn't the one for me. But you got to do that work. And you do need to get with a good community that's got your back. Because a lot of the battle is that we just have to show up for each other. And if we can do that, we got it, right? I didn't mean to go off into a tangent. But back to my last love it for tonight before we go on a quick break. My birthday is tomorrow. It came up so fast. I feel like it was just Christmas. I'm overwhelmed. Let me be clear. But I'm super excited for the weekend, hanging out, with the girls, eating some good food. You know, one thing I will tell you, if y'all don't have a Taurus in your life, we enjoy nice, cutesy and demure things, and we love to eat. We like delectable food and drinks. You lock in on your Taurus either as a friend, family member, lover, whatever, like whatever. If you want to love your Taurus down, make them feel good, feed them, and get them good cocktails. Best way for the birthday. Now, I haven't gone out yet to start officially celebrating. I'll be starting celebrations tomorrow, all the way through Memorial Day. I'm gonna be taking all of that. And you know what? This is the thing. I have such a I got family, friends, all types of people. And they're like, Michi, what you doing? And I can't consolidate. I've been told that we're not doing group outings like that anymore. We're just doing individual pull-ups. It's only a few of my friends that they're like, we're going to get everybody together. And I love that. I'll be having a ball, but you know what? No, y'all came out to the brunch. So we'll be getting together between now and Memorial Day. I'll let y'all have Memorial Day because I could have stretched it to June 1st, but I'm not going to be petty. Okay, let's try to get it in during Taurus season. If y'all trying to hang out. What's up, Jocelyn? Jocelyn is linked and lit fam now. She came out too. What's up? Now, look, I have to take a quick break, but when I come back, we're going to hop into tonight's What Would You Do, y'all? This one is extreme. Hold on. Pull up, drink. I'm about to get my Copajn, honey, because I'm going to need that along with my champagne for tonight's What Would You Do? Right after this break.
I know what it feels like to step into a room and feel like you don't fully belong yet. To have the skill, but not the structure, the vision, but not the clarity. The aesthetics industry is growing fast, but too many providers are entering it the wrong way. No guidance, no real foundation, just guessing and hoping that it works. And that is where costly mistakes happen. That's exactly why I created the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit. Not just another training, not just another conference. This is a transformational experience designed to help you go from clinician to CEO. Over 3 powerful days, you will gain clarity on how to enter the industry the right way, structure to build a compliant and profitable business, strategy to attract and retain your clients, and the confidence to finally step into ownership. Because this isn't just about aesthetics. This is about building something of your own, creating freedom, and stepping into a life you know you're meant for. You don't have to figure this out alone. You belong here. So take flight with us at the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit and step into your next level as a CEO.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health. Let's get into today's What Would You Do? Where we're talking about real situations with real people and offering real solutions.
Ooh, I want you. Ooh, I want you. Don't mind me, I'm just partying, baby. Because I'm just fully in my season right now. Allow me to have it. I love this for me. Ooh, I want you. Ooh, I want you. You just, this one of them songs where you want to be like a video model. You like, okay, wait. Honestly, I shouldn't have turned up because this What Would You Do is very, very serious. So serious that I'm taking my double shot of Copajn. Shout out to the MzMetchi show right out of my shot glass. Let me get into these comments first before I take this. What's going on, Bree? Hello. Hello. Hold on. Copajn. Woo. Okay. Now, hopefully, we are not going to be reading in cursive. What's going on, Bree? Shout out to Bree. Okay, she was the coordinator for the LinkedIn Lit Brunch. She's super lit too. Y'all make sure that y'all go and follow her. She's got some events and some things coming up, and we need y'all help. Go follow her. Tonight's What Would You Do? My daughter and her husband just had my granddaughter, and they have said that because of my sexuality, I nor my partner are allowed in our granddaughter's life. He said, as a Christian, he cannot allow me to show his daughter that it's okay to go against the Bible. I'm so hurt. I understand that they have their beliefs, and I believe in God as well. I feel that he is being selective about which parts of the Bible to adhere to. Am I wrong? I just want to be a part of my granddaughter's life. What would you do? Okay. Whoa. So tonight's What Would You Do? We've got a grandmother that has a same-sex partner. Her daughter's husband, her son-in-law, does not want the granddaughter to have any affiliation with said granddaughter due to her sexuality. Woo. This one is see, this is the thing. Let me just go here as far as, I mean, because this one is layered. This one is really layered. What someone else does is none of my business, right? It's none of our business, especially when we're talking about, I mean, only God can judge us. If we're going off of Christian principles, let's just speak in Christianity tonight. We're only accountable for ourselves in our lives and the choices that we make. But you can't shield the child from same-sex relationships. It's not a way, at all. At a certain point in life, the child is going to be exposed. So preventing the relationship with the grandmother, I don't know. It seems kind of mean. I don't know. Are you all with me on this one? Like, what? Hold on. Let me have a little bit of some champagne real quick. So I don't know. This one is a touchy one. I don't think that the grandmother is wrong. I don't think that the grandmother is wrong. I think that she, has a right. Nothing gonna start cutting the grass, y'all. I know. Do y'all hear that? Tell me if you hear it. But yeah, with this one, I feel like that the grandmother's sexuality has nothing to do with the relationship. It just doesn't. I think that it's kind of pointless to pull her relationship back, and I feel like that there could be certain parameters maybe that are in place. Okay. I really do. What's going on, Lauren? Hey. Yes, David. Okay, David said he feel me on this. Like, okay, Latifah said this one deep here. Yeah, this one is very, very deep because although I don't personally subscribe to same-sex relationships just for my own sexuality, I am a heterosexual woman. I don't really care if, there's a family member or someone else that, that I know that I'm close to that maybe walking a different path. Me personally, I just feel like it doesn't have anything to do with me, because what are you not going to allow the child to watch television or ever get on the internet or, or YouTube or what, how far does the monitoring of that part of it go? Like how far? Honestly, the dad is going to be mad, but that is the grandmother's decision to live her best life. Exactly. Like it's just, it to me, I just felt like that's pointless. Auntie Tracy added, you shouldn't judge. Absolutely agree. Like it, you love who you love. Agreed. If if I'm loving on who I'm loving on, that doesn't have any bearings on who you're loving on. I just feel like that with certain things, and especially with, I think the uptick, because, I'll be 38 tomorrow. I'll be 38. So with that, um, uh, I've seen the evolution where it's like a lot of the things that we talk about in terms of sexuality were more taboo. You couldn't really, say a lot of things at that time. And now we're seeing same-sex relationships on television shows and in reality TV. There's so many different things that's exposing us to it. So when you think about you're cutting off the relationship for the grandmother, how far do these cutoffs go? How deep does it go for you that you're gonna, what are you gonna do at that point? It's kind of, that's gonna be very, very hard to monitor. Very hard. Let's see. Lauren added, I have learned that I can't worry about someone else's genitals in this economy. Come on now. Now that need to be a shirt. Shout out to Lauren. Y'all make sure y'all follow her too. She does the custom gear, baby. She got the shirts. Polite and petty. I love it. I love it. Yeah, this one is rough. Me personally, I would see, this the thing. I got a little bit of a soft heart. So let me be honest as far as what would I do in this situation? Because this is, what would you do? I, although would be super ticked off and super irritated at the son-in-law. I would be. I would ask, is there any level of concession? I would try to start having some negotiating conversations in terms of like, hey, if our granddaughter is around, is there a way where maybe if, my partner and I don't pose like we're in a relationship, but just maybe like roommates or something. I don't know. I would probably go to the extreme to try to meet the need. But then when my granddaughter is old enough, really tell her what it is. Your dad's a homophobe. I don't know. I'm like, I feel like I would kind of, in this situation, probably, if I can be honest with you, play the role to still stay active. Because think about it. You would be kind of alienating yourself, not only from your grandchild, but even from your daughter too. And it's like, your daughter is with a controlling man, clearly, that can't mind his own damn sexuality. So he has to monitor and police yours. Clock that T. They're both going to need you and need your influence. And it doesn't matter that you have a partner that's of the same sex. None of that matters. And it's totally irrelevant to anything, because who you hump behind closed doors is your personal business. It doesn't belong to anybody else. It's like he acting like he got to sit there and watch you. Imagine that. So I would fight a little bit, but in a way that is appropriate, that's very appropriate. I totally would. So, just think on it. Think of an approach, because the people, but I would probably fight a little bit. Just, say something. Say something to try to advocate for it. That's okay. It really is. Let's see. David said, clock it. Hello, preach. Come on now. Clock it. You already know. Latifah, say that again. Girl, I'm just saying from what I'm getting. Now, Bree added, is the monitoring and cutoff worth it? Who are you really hurting? And mow around your own yard. Leave folks' weeds alone. Bingo. Y'all hear them? They mowing in my yard right now. I'm only minding my stuff. Okay. Now, I can understand maybe wanting to potentially police different environments. Like, hey, if my child is of age, please don't take them to a drag show without asking me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's extreme, because I would want to go to a drag show. I actually want to go to a drag show. I'm going to go to a drag brunch this summer. And like dress full, like, I'm like, we all drag. Okay. I want to go and be immersed in the experience. But yeah, we're going to monitor things like, maybe we're not going to go to the gay club, but it's just like, that's not a far-fetched thing, because I wouldn't even take the child to a regular club. Like, it's just, some stuff is common sense. Like, this lady was a mother at some point. So being a grandmother, I'm gonna go ahead and say you graduated. You the cap and gown. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Charlie Moon? MzMetchi sending love and light, just tapped in. I just was playing your song. Ooh, ooh, I want you. Yes, I was just playing your song. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, Darius. Sexuality shouldn't dictate anything, especially a relationship with children, because that stops a relationship that could be needed in a child's life growing up, especially going into mentoring. This is a deep subject. Just don't involve the children around the same sex activities. That's all. It doesn't hurt nothing at all. That's what I mean. And Darius, understand. That's exactly how I feel. You know, if as long as there's not anything, first off, this is a child we're talking about. So nothing that's even sexual is going to be going on anyway, where the father should be alarmed. Like, he's totally overreacting. And this is the thing. We have to stop weaponizing Christianity. Oh, are y'all ready to have a real conversation? I'm off the Copajn. Let me be clear. I'm off the Copajn. But if we really want to have a real conversation, stop weaponizing Christianity. Who made you God's police of people? Mind your own business. Okay? You can set limitations, but to literally set gates up around somebody that, like Darius added, could be of help to that child and in their growing up. You know, if anything, I would be honored to have such diversity around my child, meaning that it's just like, before you go out into the world and see a different dynamic that you're not used to, because I come from a different sex couple, that you get to see another reality and you get to see it firsthand and ask questions and get all of those, bumps and bruises out. Because I'll be honest, we didn't have a lot of family members on either side of my family that were openly gay that I knew about when we were growing up, right? So my first time seeing it was kind of out. Actually, wait a minute. What was the show, y'all? Hold on. We're going to go back into a core memory throwback Thursday. It was on MTV. Was it called Naked? Y'all tell me what's going on in the comments if y'all remember that show. And I would tune in from time to time, but it was basically a show. Everybody was getting it on there. They genuinely were. I can say that was one of the first times that I saw where they had put it on television that I was privy to. Let me be clear, because I can't say that was the first time, but it was the first time that I had seen it like on screen like that. And I was just like, oh wow, they take things to another level. Okay. But your child will be able to have an inside view of what a different dynamic looks like before they even go out into the world. Why would I deprive my child of that? And use Christianity to do it? Because this is the thing. I don't care who you are. Even the most Christians of Christians have sinned in some type of way. You could be a devout Christian and somebody pierced your ears when you was a kid, and they would be like, that's a sin. You got your dang on ears pierced. And you just like, I didn't even know what was going on. Even sin could be around you. You could be in the midst of sin. So who are you to judge somebody else's? Or what you consider somebody else's? Because it's just like, we all have our own relationship. Like, I'm like, I got my own relationship with Jesus. He know what's going on over here. I don't need to clarify anything with another woman or man when it comes to whatever it is that I'm doing. Me personally, with my faith, I only take it to him. But wanting to cut off an entire relationship, because understand that puts a strain on your marriage too. Can we talk about it? Hold on, let me get in the comments. Let's see let's go there. Amen. We all trying to get to heaven. We not there yet. So before you go into someone else's closet, make sure yours is sparkling clean. Come on now. For real. Please make sure you sweep in front of your doorstep before you try to sweep in front of mine. Check yours first. I think that it's incredibly cruel. I don't think that you're wrong, sis. I would just say, just like, hey, I would like to meet somewhere in the middle, or at least a third of the way. Okay? Fight for your granddaughter. She needs some diversity in her life. We can already tell it's about to be real real slim to none. Please tap in. Please tap in while you can, while there's still communication, contact, or whatever. That's what I would do in this situation. That's what I would do. And when I got my daughter alone, I would have to have a real conversation with her. And if we even want to go to the biblical thing about not judging and casting people out and doing some of the things that, I think if you read the Bible, you know that there were some things that were abnormally cruel in the Bible. We don't want to go and be crucifying other people. So it would be some hard conversations, but this is going to be one where it's like, you know what, let's put a few things to the side. Let's tap in. Let's tap in. I wouldn't just let it go without a fight. So that's what I would do in this situation. Honestly. Let me get into the comments. Let's see. Hold on. Wait. Darius, before I get into this one, Naked and Afraid was the show. Say that. Auntie Tracy, God is the highest court and a judge and juries. Please, period. We all have sinned and come short. Darius, especially growing up, because they are definitely going to learn about it. They're putting the subject in the school system. Christians are not true Christians. But we're not going to get that deep into the topic. I can go there. The Most High is all that matters. And that's who is the center of your relationships and marriage. Bingo. Bingo. I'm like, that's the only one that I govern to. It's not my place to do that. I'm not the one. It's not me. It's not me. Naked and Afraid. That's the show on MTV. Okay, thank you. Because and I'm hoping I'm thinking the right show. I'm gonna find it. But that was like one of the first times I saw it. Let's see, Bree. Compromise is not weak. It's really not. Like, hey, I can accept the fact that I may be living in a way that either makes you uncomfortable, it makes you feel a way at whatever rate, right? If you feel like that is leaning against your relationship with God. I think that what we have to understand is, and this is for anybody, this is not just, because we have people that tune into the Blueprint Live that are, not Christians, they practice other religions. So, we can be inclusive, but let's talk for real. When we talk about our higher being and going with that, that is the only thing that matters. And we check in and we have our own individual relationships. So we can't go around trying to monitor anyone else's relationship that they have with their higher being. It just doesn't work like that. Stop trying to tally up on people, right? Looking at, and they doing this and they doing that. Undressed. I was like, Naked and Afraid. No, I'm like, that's not the show. Undressed. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Darius, you better tap into that King James version, period. The strain is very real because your marriage will struggle to survive self-inflicted chaos. Yeah, and it's like, for me, I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. Now, this is not a part of it because we're trying to help the mother. We're trying to help the grandmother. But I'm looking at the daughter like she weak as hell, bro. Let me go ahead and say it. I'm sorry. I know we talking everything. I think that it's weak. Nobody is going to tell me to cut off my parent. The people that brought me into the world. And understand, I'm not, I take into account that everybody don't have like the best relationships and things like that with their parents. So let me be clear, okay? But I have, even with my mom that's gone, I have incredible relationships with my parents. I love my parents. I love my bonus parent. I love my parents. Nobody will be able to tell me to stop talking to them, and they have done nothing but live their lives. Our parents give up a lot for us. Now we out here, like I'm not a parent, but I'm seeing some of the things that I'm experiencing some of the things that my parents were going through and championing through like it was, a race course or something. Like I'm seeing it. I'm experiencing it. The cost of living. Hell, it's higher now than it was when they was going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot of different things going on. But how can I be mad at my parent for living their life? Like if you just so happen to love somebody that shares the same anatomy as you, that is none of my business. It's not. So I'm looking at the daughter like, how you gonna let this man come and tell you that you can't talk to your damn mama? And you've been talking to her up until this point when you had this child. Was it not discussed beforehand? Are you just as shocked as we are? No judgment. But I do think that it's just, we got to stand up sometimes. Stand up. Auntie Tracy saying, hey to Anthony. Yes, the father is the final authority. Them holy folks ain't healthy all the time. Shouting my ear off and then cussing me in the parking lot. The choose me over them is a bomb in a marriage. Yeah. That and when it detonates. And when it detonates, and you never really know when it's going to go off. Because look, if you have in order for me to appease you and to keep a cohesive front for our family, I have to cut off my own mother. I got heat for you. Because it's just like, I'm looking at you like, why is that even a requirement? My love, why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to us? Let's be clear. Why are you doing this to us? It really, really goes deep. And it's just like, baby girl may not recognize the type of situation that she's in. But I am definitely looking at her sideways, because nobody, no man, no woman, no one will be able to get me to cut off my parent because of who they're sleeping with. Let's say it out loud. Let's go. You, as my person, have decided that first, because my parent is sleeping with the same sex, that I should not talk to them anymore, and that our daughter will not have any type of dealings. Because how do we do that? How do I keep a relationship and keep a whole grandchild from you? We grew up together. My mama was 20 when she had me. I'm like, hey, my parents was young. My parents was real young. So I'm pretty sure I'm like, we grew up together, because I know I can go back to where I was between the years of 20 and 23. I was not grown. They wasn't grown either. We grew up together. Okay. We grew up together. But I'm not going to turn my back on them. What do you mean? So Lauren, she added preach, because ain't no way her husband should feel comfortable enough to bully her about family. Let me put it back on the screen. Point to it. That's the comment. Has he been bullying her before? Sis, blink twice if you need help. Because I'm trying to understand it. Let's see. Latifa, excuse my grammar. Hell no, my mom is my best friend. My past ex tried to do that and I wasn't going on. I will never do that to my mom. I was in an abusive relationship, so no go. Yeah, it's just, and you know what? To me, these are kind of like the early signs when someone is trying to isolate you, like, oh, you don't need them, you have me. It's just like, no, I need the relationships that nurture me and bring me peace. I need support, as a first time mom. There are certain things that you need that is just, I tell you what, I'm going to just be real. Although I do not have children, I have not had children, I've had my sisters, I have of course my bonus siblings. I love all my siblings, and and seeing my bio sister go through having a child for the first time. Our mom has been gone since 2011. And, just all of the questions that she had that I know like our mother would have had the answer to. If you have your mom in her life, I mean, as long as she's not out here doing anything that's like extreme, or in putting your child in danger, why would you not allow her to do that? It's upsetting, because I can distinctly remember conversations where it's just like, Rondalyn may have come to a crossroad and mom would have been the one to make it better, but she's not here. And then it's like, this woman has her mother, and he's trying to alienate her and isolate her. These are the signs of things that could potentially dismantle later or escalate, because then it's something about the friend and then the coworker and this person and this person. Oh, you was looking at this person and talking to this person at the grocery store. That's how it starts. And it can be very subtle. But it feels like that he's just trying to isolate her because her mother, it's not like this is a friend or a cousin or, someone that you could probably do without. Makes you think. Bree said, blink, blink. Yes, he has. How you leading your house like that? So then for the wife, she will comply to keep the marriage and harbor hatred silently. Where's the peace in that? There is no peace. There is no peace. How can you have it? You took away the person that gave me life. I wouldn't even be here married to you or have given you a child to increase your lineage. Let's be clear. Had it not been for this person, and you want me to cut her off because of who she decides to love, be it in public or behind closed doors. Shame. Shame. We got to start shaming people again. Can we start? Shame. 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 Bree, exactly. It starts little, one person, then two, then you're living a life 100% with no one. Yeah, the isolation starts very quick. It's like, let me just pick away at all of the things that's important to you until you have nothing left but me. That's what it's giving. She said, yes, Lord, just be thankful for sure. Darius, let's see. From a man's point of view and speaking as a man, I wouldn't do that at all, especially to a person I've married, because I wouldn't want the same in return if my mom had the same situation. You knew the mom's sexuality before the child. Don't switch up now that the child is here. Bingo. Come on now. Then what you'll do when major events come up like baptism and christenings. Grandmother is entitled to say no because of the situation. Then he'll be mad that she didn't show. The resentment is already building. Absolutely. Come on, Darius. That was a word right there. The resentment is already building with this situation. Oh, and it's brewing. And when it gets hot, this situation is a mess. It's a hot mess. Trust me, the moment you lose your mama, it changes your life forever. And you know what, Auntie Tracy, that's what I was just thinking when I read Darius's comment and that resentment that's building. God forbid, right? This woman goes cold on her mom, or she continues to interact with her mom while not introducing her child to the grandmother. And something happens. Not even just with the mom. It could be the mom's part. It could be a lot of different things. Life, the only thing that's guaranteed to us is that we leave it. I'm just saying. This one is rough. If I were a grandmother, I would fight for my babies. Both of them. I would fight for both of them. I'll leave that there. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I told y'all this one was rough. This one was a rough and tough one for real. When we come back, we're gonna hop into tonight's What's Happening, What's Up. And we got some updates. It's a lot going on out here in the world. Are y'all ready? Because I'm not. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey, are you struggling with weight loss? Try everything and the scale hasn't moved for you? Well, I think it's time for you to call our good friends over at Live Long Health. They have everything that you need to help with weight loss management, and they also offer a plethora of other services. So make sure that you go ahead and head to livelonghealth.net, okay? Or call 708-998-5542, okay? And guess what? The best thing is you can treat yourself now and pay later. They accept several different payment types, and baby, it's time for you to go ahead and make that move to get healthy. So choose to live long with Live Long Health.
I know what it feels like to step into a room and feel like you don't fully belong yet. To have the skill, but not the structure, the vision, but not the clarity. The aesthetics industry is growing fast, but too many providers are entering it the wrong way. No guidance, no real foundation, just guessing and hoping that it works. And that is where costly mistakes happen. That's exactly why I created the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit. Not just another training, not just another conference. This is a transformational experience designed to help you go from clinician to CEO. Over 3 powerful days, you will gain clarity on how to enter the industry the right way, structure to build a compliant and profitable business, strategy to attract and retain your clients, and the confidence to finally step into ownership. Because this isn't just about aesthetics. This is about building something of your own, creating freedom, stepping into a life you know you're meant for. You don't have to figure this out alone. You belong here. So take flight with us at the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit and step into your next level as a CEO.
Time to get into what's happening and what's up in these streets. Let's get it.
Let's get it. What y'all talking about in the comments? Yes. Y'all still on this? What would you do? Hold on. I'm going to read y'all comments. She said, that's deep. Honestly, the father is setting up the daughter's future to think that it's acceptable to be in an abusive relationship. Right. Like, she going to think that a man could tell her what she can and cannot do. And let me tell you, first off, give it up to Zachary because he was in a house full of women. And one thing that we were not doing was going for anything that we didn't want to. We may have appeared like we were going to comply, but we always went against the grain. Shout out to Rondalyn. Shout out to my sister for going against the grain with me. I'm like, I'm not going for none of that. He taught us to stand up for ourselves and to, not let nobody like Lil Bow Wow you, or just, like be strong, be tough. We joke with him now like he raised us like we was little boys. We real aggressive. Just some go-getters. I'm just like, no, you're like that, like no. Oh, so like no as in you're not gonna do it for me. No as in I need to reroute this to myself. Okay, great. Because I'm still, if it's something that I want or I want to do, I'm gonna do it. Shout out to Anthony. He's on the live. He puts up with me in all of my mess. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, honey, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Act bad, act bad, act bad. I be acting bad, y'all. Get into the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit. Okay. Shout out to Sky Rose. Shout out to Dr. Williams, my sis. Okay, y'all better get the tickets. Blueprint 75 is the promo code. Now, I know y'all done heard about the hantavirus. Hantavirus. We got to get used to saying a new thing. Remember when we first had to like say COVID? It's like, COVID, what's going on? Yeah. So look, y'all, they done found this deadly ass illness. They had the cruise ship floating. They didn't let them dock. Okay, 2 people have come back into the U.S. 3 passengers passed away, and 1 is in intensive care in a South African hospital. Okay, it's a lot going on. They have been sailing for a long time. First off, the cruise ship did not look lit. I'm sorry. First off, I saw a very, I'll tell y'all this. Y'all probably don't know this about MzMetchi, so I'm going to share some things with y'all. I secretly like dark humor, okay? There are some things that are so dark, I would never share it. I only share it with my friends that also enjoy dark humor. But I logged on to TikTok last night. Oh, and I'm going to tell y'all this. Please, don't cancel me, y'all. I'm trying to make it. Oh, but there was a girl and she was studying, oh my goodness. She was studying infectious diseases, okay? And she said, she was like, my only advice, and she started off talking real educated about everything that was going on. And she said, my professional opinion of what they should do with the ship is, and she was like, is blow it up. And I'm like, what? Why would you say that? I'm like, why would you say? I'm like, sis, what? Everybody was in the comments like, girl, we thought you were about to say something that was actually meaningful. You talking about get rid of the ship. She's like, that everybody on it, all of the people that assisted, like, just go ahead. I'm like, girl, you cannot say that. But apparently this particular virus is like that, though. It's just like, hey, get the source. Get to the source. More information is coming out. Y'all know in the U.S. that they pulled away from all of the health organizations. And we got the guy that talks like this that's running the department that oversees, like, vaccines, getting the word out to the public about what's going on health-wise around the world. A lot of us learned about the hantavirus before it got to the US. We learned about it on social media. It was likely us watching social media from the international news that was, yeah. I'm sorry, Auntie Tracy. I know I wasn't supposed to laugh. Latifah said should have left them on the boat just for a little while longer. I do feel like this. I think that they could have had like an incubator period, like and been able to get us some solid things. Like, hey, yeah, let's do this. Code word, I'm gonna need y'all to stay on that boat. Period. Darius said, not the cruise ship wasn't lit. I'm just saying, like, I was looking at it, and I'll tell you this. I've sailed like Carnival and been on a few cruises in my time. Funny thing, the night that I saw this story, I saw it on the Al Jazeera. Don't get me to mispronounce the stuff. I'm already talking in cursive. But I ended up seeing it on that news because I've been paying attention to the international news. I've been telling y'all we get the news so delayed from when it happened. Like I found out a few days ago before it hit the US that they had actually bombed one of our Navy ships. Like they sent a missile to it. I literally found this out from watching the international news versus watching your WGNs. Like here they come 3-4 days later. Like guess what happened over there? And it's just like we already know. Y'all probably saw us resharing it and then decided to do some investigative work. No shade, no tea. This is David, the virus from what I heard has no cure. You either live or die. Oh my gosh. First, the question has to be asked. We on a boat in our Sunday's best eating 24/7 and there are free riders crawling around, train or bus for me. Yeah, it's just, and then it's just, like we getting our last loads of gas, y'all. David said may have another pandemic brewing. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. We gonna rebuke that. Speaking of things that need to be rebuked. So, okay, I know you all, we talked about it a few shows ago about Glorilla and her sister Brorilla. Okay. Glorilla and her sister Brorilla, that they were, had a they've been having beef. They've been having beef. And Brorilla then came out with a diss record. And I involuntarily took a listen last night. It was one of the things that I did before I went to bed. Y'all, it was funny as hell. Oh my gosh. It's just like, if you gonna do a diss record and you trying to really eat it up, you trying to eat the girls up. I was just like this. Let me tell you this. And Rondalyn, if you ever see this, if you ever, child, I'm gonna come pull you out your house. We are fighting in the middle of the street. Do you? It was scathing. I hate to see it. I really do. I really, really do. She was going off, and then for me, if y'all have not heard it, okay, I want y'all to go and listen to it, and this is why. No shade to Glorilla, because y'all know I bump Glorilla like she is all throughout my playlist. However, I was listening to the song and she had a part in it where like the second verse, she did it like it was like an interview. It was like a dude was like asking her these wild ass questions. And she's like firing. Y'all have to listen to the song. I was in tears. Please. Okay. Bree said to drink. Yes. Stay quiet. I had to just stop. I'm like, Brorilla is crazy. She said, I had to drink to that. This family is crazy. They really are. Darius, the Blueprint Live is live tonight. I got some stuff I'm finna share with y'all. They gonna be so sad, Darius. So we gotta turn up real quick. They gonna be a little sad. Bro, Willa went off. I'm curious to see who gonna sign her. Yeah, it was very catchy. It was so catchy, y'all. It was so catchy. I'm gonna move along. So they released some footage this week. Y'all know that I had reported to you all a few shows ago about Stefan Diggs and the case that he had against the young lady that was the chef that he allegedly assaulted. Baby, they said he was in tears. He was in tears after the verdict of being found not guilty on that, that particular case. So he was found not guilty, y'all. I don't know. I mean, was there other details that came out? I didn't follow that one too tough. I don't really like to follow after the ones where it's just like people getting beat up. Like I'm like, we have to get that together right quick. Now look, today Circle K is still open. They're offering 40 cents off per gallon today. Get in tune. I'm just trying to let y'all know what's happening and what's up. I found it out, so I want to spread the news to you all. Now, y'all know the U.S., we went and started that war. That's why gas is up the wazoo right now. Well, the U.S. fired on an Iranian oil tanker. They are trying to put some pressure on things to end the war that they started. It be the dumb stuff for me. It's so dumb. Let me get into the comments. I know somewhere Glow is laughing. We could laugh after we fight. Like, you got me on that one line. You did get me on there. Let's see, Darius, I'll drink to that, especially since it's the best season. Cheers. And let's see, Bree, OMG, I watched the whole case. You did? Was it crazy? Like, was that case crazy? Girl, how was you watching it? Tell me. Now, look. There was a survey that went out where college students thought that they were going to make a little bit over $24,000 than what they were actually going to be making once they graduated. We have failed the children. Let me go ahead and just say it. We failed the babies. We failed the babies. School is high. I want to walk away from my student loans, baby. When I tell you, they still, even in the midst of all of this stuff, they still coming after them student loans. I mean, and let me tell you this: they will take the student loan if your account don't even have no money in it. They like, I need that. Snatch it. I have seen it. Okay, they've been getting their stuff ever since. I'm just like, this degree is pissing me off right now. I'm like, can I give it back? Can I get a refund? Yeah, these babies thinking that they're gonna make a little bit more than what they are, and that's just not the case. We gotta pray for the children. For real. Okay, that's what's happening. What's up for tonight's Blueprint Live? What y'all talking about over here? Kim, the hot news are tonight. It's Demetrius' birthday eve. Kim G. Like, let me tell y'all this. Let me tell you about Kim G. She was one of the people in my life that made me hype myself up on my birthday. Like, she make it a soiree. Kim celebrates up until Christmas for her birthday. She is a Sagittarius. I was in love with the Sagittarius. And she was the one I'm like, you know what? I don't have to just do 1 week. I can do the entire month. She made birthdays expansive for me. And we celebrate each other's birthdays. Like, I'm just like, honestly, I be feeling like the birthday when I be with my friends. I love y'all. I feel like the birthday. And then when it's their birthday, we feel like it's the birthday. I'm like, bring out the strobe lights, bring out the drinks, everything, whatever she needs. I love that. Bull gang. You already know. Come on now. Bree, turn up. Yes, we got to turn it up. She said, no, I don't, girl. That's the old me. No, we having silent celebrations. Now, I will say she spaces them out. But back in the day, I mean, it was nothing to be outside for like 13 days straight. Like, damn, girl, I'm tired. I don't want to go to Dave & Buster's tonight. I don't want any more spinach and artichoke dip. I love it. Yes, that's what's happening. What's up? My birthday. Now, I'm going to take a quick break. But when I come back on tonight's Catching Up, I got some updates. Are y'all ready? I don't know. I'm going to share anyway. We'll be right back.
Are you in need of a mobile bartender for your next event? Contact Paris Ice Bar today. From crafted cocktails, tapas and hookah, Paris Ice Bar has you covered. Visit ibringhappyhour.com or call 407-707-8202.
Be sure to shop Pretty Curvy Savage, where style meets comfort, and you can be bold and be fierce. This plus-size clothing line is everything that you need in your closet, ladies. So be sure to visit prettycurvysavage.com and use promo code MzMetchi10 for your special discount. Okay, bye. Now it's time for the Blueprint Live's topic of the day. Let's get into it.
Y'all ready to catch up? Let's do it. What y'all talking about over here? Said back in the day, definitely a few things popping. Several things. We had a lot going on. First off, it's Taurus season. I got my lipstick all on here. I don't even care. I'm enjoying myself so much. I'm really like, I'm sipping, what as my dad would say, I'm sipping and tripping tonight. The brunch is over with. First off, I've been breathing the biggest sigh of relief. I'm so, it'd be a lot to put stuff like that together. So I'm just like, I am just relieved. But I want to share some updates with y'all. So look, I'm going to give you the bad first. It's not bad. It's actually not. It's really good. I am going to be taking a break from the Blueprint Live, y'all, just for a little bit. I'm going to be popping in. I'll pop in a few times in the summertime, do some fun things, but it's going to be a little bit more intermittent on this side of the house. But I need y'all to, support me as we pour the energy from Thursdays over for the MzMetchi show. Starting here as far as with the Blueprint Live has, it's been my life. Thursdays, we done had it on locked. Before COVID, during COVID, we spent so much cozy time. Now, let me be clear. If we happen to go back into a little pandemic, then I'm going to be reverting back on everything, because then we ain't going to have nothing but time. We might be able to do Tuesdays and Thursdays. We don't know. I don't know what the world has for us right now. Okay. But at this point, if we're good and if we're safe and we can move around and still continue to keep thriving the way that we have without any shutdowns, I want to take some time to enjoy my summer. Thursdays is a really good day to be outside. So this is a thing. We can do some Blueprint meetups, LinkedIn Live Fam. We can get together and do some things. Well, I'll definitely have some things coming down the pipeline, but I wanted to share it with you all first here today. Because I'm going to broadcast tonight, and then I'm just, we're doing a little spring and summer solstice. We're going to have a little time to live. Because, I tell y'all, I'm like, hey, we got to live. We got to, really get outside, get in the community. In order for me to do that, I got to free up some of my time. So I just want to share that with y'all first. So, that's the bad news. But this is the thing. I'll still be around, because ultimately, I want to just take things to television, and it's already there, but I want to continue to keep taking it, as James said, higher and higher. Okay. So I'm really excited about the next chapter for the Blueprint. And I'll say this, in wrapping up the LinkedIn Lit brunch that happened in April, it's growing. Oh, it's growing. And it's really time to phase that up. And that's what I mean as far as like taking the time and pouring it into the spaces where we can link up. Like, I love getting with y'all virtually. Y'all know we talk good sugar honey iced tea on the show every week. I love it's literally the light of my life. But I ultimately, television is where I think that it should go. I want y'all to see me on set having fun, like I'm trying to do some things. So just, I'm going to keep you all posted on everything. And let me be clear. The Blueprint Live is not over. Latifah said, no, it's not over. I am just, this is where I'm at. And I can share this with you all because I feel like, look, we get in tune. We've been getting in tune for a minute now, right? Since the direction for what I'm doing is going towards television, we're still going to be able to enjoy. We just might be switching up some of the days, right? But in order for me to continue to keep thriving, I have to consolidate and do things where it makes sense, right? And if I can be together with you all, if I can gather us in spaces and have a live audience, and y'all, we could all be in person talking about the things on the show and getting raw reactions. I think that is so meaningful in this stage, because I don't know about y'all, but ever since COVID happened, I had been just kind of like craving connection, real connection outside of just a Zoom, StreamYard, whatever it is that you use, Facebook Live, TikTok, whatever, doing dances and stuff. I'm like, let's get together and dance. Let's get together and have a good time. So I'm leaning more into the space of curating those spaces where we can get together for real. And then when we get together, it's some dope things that's happening with dope people. So this is definitely not the end of the Blueprint Live, because this is the thing. The Blueprint Live that's my eldest baby. Okay. That's what's going on. Let's see. Darius, karaoke Thursdays. Where is karaoke Thursdays? Tell me. I need a night. I need a night. I need a night. No, don't cry. Let's see. Bree said we rocking with you until all the wheels fall off, no matter where you are. Change is progress. Absolutely. She said that makes sense. Understandable. Yeah. I mean, you all will be able to see me. I love being on set for the MzMetchi show. I love all of the different segments. And what I've decided to do is genuinely just take some of our favorite segments from over here and be able to incorporate it into the show. So, it's not an ending, but more of a consolidation, and it just makes sense. It makes sense in this season. So I hope that, I know we're gonna all stay in tune because we connected already, right? But this is it's the next phase. And I've thought long and hard about it. Definitely talked to, the people that have been with me since day one of the journey in terms of what's going on. And it's, for right now, it's the summertime, let's get outside. I'll let y'all know where I'm pulling up at. Y'all let me know where y'all at. It looked like Darius got some days for us. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Those are my days. Cause y'all know I be booed up. I be on my LMA on the weekend. For real. But I'm like, Tuesday through Friday is lit. It's lit. It's real lit. So, that's that. But as far as LinkedIn Lit, so I'm really excited to, announce the next phase. Cause y'all know when I do stuff, it's like, how can we level it up? I don't know why God gave me a heart where sometimes it be content, but the time period be a little short. I'm like, God, I'm not ready. He'd be like, yes, you are. I'm like, I'm not. And then I end up being ready. That's where I'm at right now. Just as far as with everything, I'm like, okay, it's time to level up. And I'm like, I am terrified. And not terrified in a way, in a bad way. Which is like, oh my goodness, it's very overwhelming. Let's see, Darius, Wednesday at Red Star, Thursday, Wicker 64, Friday, Red Star. Oh, it's right on the okay. Darius, we'll be talking offline. I have an idea. I've got an idea. Yes. Let's see, Darius, it's a Taurus thing. We are all the same with that aspect of life. Yeah, and just doing things that make sense at this point. It's hard. It's hard, but I am ready. I'm ready with my people. Like, the LinkedIn Lit fam. It's a family for real. I love the little community that we have, and it's going to be a big community. I believe that. I'm praying as I scale that the mission, as far as bringing everybody together and building those meaningful relationships, I'm always praying over the covenant of that not being disturbed, right? Because sometimes as you grow, things can get out of hands. We've seen it with just different structures, different businesses, different groups, different people. And I'm just like, I just want it to continue to keep going up. For real. So, and catching up, it's definitely not goodbye, because I feel like I'm still gonna hop on. Like, my goal, I might be only my capacity as of now might be hopping on 1 or 2 times out the month versus every week. I want to get out and live a little bit, continue to keep meeting people and being able to bring y'all more dope experiences. That's really what it's all about. But in order to do that, it's only so much you can do behind screen. Yeah. Kim said, not all y'all bulls want to glow and grow. That's all we want to do. And we want to eat good and drink good and like have fun. It could all be so simple, but they rather make it hard. We definitely do, Kim. It's the year for us. Every year is for us, but we're going to grow and glow regardless. I need it on a t-shirt, please. I've recognized that feeling like safe and secure is being able to really have things together, things are in order, is calm, cool, and collected. Like that, I don't know about y'all. That's where I thrive. I think it's I think it's an everybody thing, but it's just like with Tauruses, we value like stability and just, safety. And we create that by working ourselves to the bone to make sure that we create a safe cushion for ourselves, so no matter what, we don't fall. And it can be exhausting sometimes. It really can. But we definitely do. All we want to do is glow and grow. I love that. I'm a Taurus. All I want to do is glow and grow. That's all. And eat good and drink good. I want to add that at the bottom. For real. So those are the updates of what's going on here. I've got some fun things coming up. I'll be hosting Potions by Peas, her cocktail class coming up on June 14th. We are going to be at Chicago's Tortorisi's, baby. We're going to be having a really good time. And I'm also the host for the More Than Able book release that's happening on May 30th. So we're going to be celebrating. That's going to be out in the city from 12 to 4. I'll be sharing all of those details this week. I'm excited to be able to support. I talk a lot about anyone that was at the brunch. I didn't get a chance to talk for very long, but I talked about how it's like when we want support, we have to be able to give it back, and we have to be able to show up in those spaces. So when anybody from the Link to Lit fam, it's like, if you call on me and and it's a go and there's not any conflicts, I'm going to show up for you the same way that y'all show up for me. I love the community that we have built. So I'm excited to support them. Definitely have some other activations that are coming up that I want y'all to be a part of. So I will be sending out some things, definitely some private invites, definitely invite only status for a few of the events, just because, we're going to be shooting content, it'll be a little bit, we got some things coming up. So I'm excited for that. Shout out to Darius. I'm super excited. We're, we got some things coming down the pipeline too. Chris is not on the live, but shout out to him. Like, I don't know. We got some things coming up. Those guys, for real, if you are throwing an event, the experience wouldn't be what it was without their mixology, their artistry, just everything. I mean, they literally built out that component of the brunch. So Darius, I thank you. I want to give you your flowers, because that's what we do over here at the Blueprint Live. And we're going to do it on the MzMetchi Show too. We give the flowers where the flowers are due. So thank you. You are one of the hottest mixologists in the city and beyond. Like, I mean, put you up against any of them, we already know who coming out on top. So cheers to you, friend. I'm really excited about the activations and all of the work that we'll do. Y'all, he's got some cocktails. He released his May specials. Beautiful drinks. It's giving beautiful. Beautiful. Sing it. You're my favorite girl. Yes. Okay. Like, for real. Praying that everything you touch is blossoms and grow into something beautiful and wonderful for you. I'll be following and waiting, on your new journey of life. Much love. Yes, much love. The drink you made me was delicious. I was lit. Yes. Okay. And Latifah, one thing about her, baby, she gonna dance. Kim, yes, Darius is definitely a hottie, honey. Okay. Okay. Because all my friends is bad. It don't matter. Everybody. Okay. The women, the men, everyone. Darius, gratitude for always having me, giving me the opportunity for sure. Darius, you the opportunity. Congrats to you. You the birthday. Okay. Like, for real, working with them. And we worked with both Darius and Chris on a few different activations, be it private and the ones that were public. And they talked about the drinks and all of that. And then let me tell y'all about y'all throwing away them damn LinkedIn lit cups. Let me talk to y'all real quick. Why did y'all throw the cups away? Y'all have never gotten a souvenir cup. Is everybody okay? Everybody that threw away your cup, we gonna have to run it when I see y'all. You heard me. You heard me. We're gonna run it. I saw them cups in the garbage. I'm just like, you know what? Make them wash it out. I'm joking. Darius, make sure you wear another black shirt too. LOL. Oh my God. Now see what y'all had going on at the bar. Y'all better not be harassing my mixologist. The ladies was being fast, y'all. The ladies was being fast. Because Darius, let me be clear, friend. So I've gotten some rave reviews and they were just like this. They were so attractive. They're like, they were just like flirty and da da da. And I'm just like, every time I walked over there, them men was not flirting with y'all. I'm like, y'all hoes is feral. That was feral. Yes. Not Bree joining in on the shenanigans. We were certainly harassing them. LOL. Yeah, I'm just like, I'm glad. You know what, Darius? I'm getting y'all a barrier next time to make sure that, like, was they trying to touch y'all? What was going on? When I tell you so many women, they like, they was looking good, girl. I'm like, okay, I'm so glad that you enjoyed. Okay. I love it. I love it. No, everybody was great. Just for everybody, I love y'all. It's only going up. I'm locking in some last minute things because, like I said, the LinkedIn lit has grown, so we're taking it to the next level for our following one for this year. And once I lock that in and I make the announcement of what's next, just be ready. And this time, don't miss out. If you're on here and you're local and you like, I was thinking about going. Yeah. Just come on and come out. We will knock the barriers down, boo. Oh, girl, bye. Not the barriers. Okay, Latifah. Nah, the DJ was lit with the music, honey, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a vibe. It was a vibe at LinkedIn Lit for sure. I dance, and for those that know me, I'm typically a chair dancer. I'm a chair dancer. So I'll sit in my chair and dance all night. I mean, I'm shaking my hips. I'm like, oh, I'm giving them video. Like giving them sexy. But I'm not standing up. I was dancing. I mean, at one point, that's probably why my heels was hurting because I was like dropping it real low. And I'm like, damn, am I scrubbing the ground? Oh. It was a time. It was a time, y'all. Look, she's saying we love the glow, sis. Thank you. And let me shout out to Ashley Calhoun. Okay. She was my makeup artist that day. I think that was probably one of my favorite applications that I've ever had in my life. I love her. She is a traveling makeup artist. She pulls up on you and she likes to provide a luxury experience for women like me. We do everything for everyone else. We do. We look out for everybody, making sure everybody is good. Ashley comes and makes sure that whatever it is that you're getting your makeup done, that you feel incredible when you're going into it. She is certainly, like I already told her, I mean, it's already official. She is, you know, she's the official makeup artist for me for anything that I'm doing moving forward. I'm like, girl, I ain't never seen my skin looking like this. Get over here. Get over here. That makeup probably, you know what I'm saying? And this is the thing. Now, I ain't never understood the girlies that will sleep in their makeup. Never understood that. I'm like, get that sugar honey iced tea off your face. Get it off your face. But I will say this. That was one of the first times that I got my makeup done that I was just like this. I damn near want to sleep in this and go to brunch tomorrow. Because I was like, I will never be able to duplicate this on my own. Her artistry is off the chain. Ashley, shout out to you. You the makeup. I mean, you the birthday too. 100%. 100%. Latifah, she ate down 100%. Yes, she did. And Ashley was so sweet. She really, really was. And I mean, when I tell you on time, you know, I can't give no more praise because I'm just like, this girl was everything. Ashley, I love you, sis. I mean, and this girl, meanwhile, she came, pulled up and all that other stuff. Shout out to her. She just graduated last weekend. Like, I mean, you know, the LinkedIn Lit fam is doing some really, really dope things. I want y'all to be on the lookout for all of us. I can't wait to pull up on y'all this summer. Let me know. Hey, where the party at? Like, text me. Y'all literally have my digits. Let me know. Let me know what's going on. Yes, I agree. She was absolutely beyond professional. Beyond it. I have to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to close out with tonight's quote of the night. Be right back.
I know what it feels like to step into a room and feel like you don't fully belong yet. To have the skill, but not the structure, the vision, but not the clarity. The aesthetics industry is growing fast, but too many providers are entering it the wrong way. No guidance, no real foundation, just guessing and hoping that it works. And that is where costly mistakes happen. That's exactly why I created the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit. Not just another training, not just another conference. This is a transformational experience designed to help you go from clinician to CEO. Over 3 powerful days, you will gain clarity on how to enter the industry the right way, structure to build a compliant and profitable business, strategy to attract and retain your clients, and the confidence to finally step into ownership. Because this isn't just about aesthetics. This is about building something of your own, creating freedom, and stepping into a life you know you're meant for. You don't have to figure this out alone. You belong here. So take flight with us at the Aesthetic CEO Clarity Summit and step into your next level as a CEO.
Thank you so much for all of my listeners for tuning in. And now it's time for the quote of the night.
Are y'all ready for this quote of the night? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Everything will work out exactly how it's supposed to when it's supposed to, regardless of how and when you may want it to. Let your faith in the journey be stronger than your doubt and fears. Be patient with yourself, your growth, knowing that good things always take time. Give yourself time and space to try things and explore different paths. You will get there one day, so don't forget to enjoy the journey too. What do I tell y'all every week with the quote of the nights? I tell you that the quote of the nights, they find me. Oh, they always find me. And that one really rang true because I went back and forth on if I was going to share some of the things that I shared with you all for tonight. Let's chat it up. But I felt like that it was important because it's just like, we've been
we've been rocking. So I want us to all stay rocking with each other and keep going. But it's like now this journey that I've been on, is really time to enjoy it and really get immersed in it. So I'm excited for the next chapter for so many things, you know? Let's see, Bree, we got dates, sending them out. Okay. Okay. Send me some dates. But I'm really excited for things to come. So, like I said, this is not a long goodbye. We just, taking a little bit of a spring break, spring and summer solstice. So just know that the things that's coming up though is going to eat down, honey. We about to have a good time. It's going to be a great summer, great fall, great winter. I'm really excited for a lot of those things. So I love y'all. If you haven't already, make sure that you're following me, your girl MzMetchi, everywhere, as well as the Blueprint Media Company. I'm just type in at the BP Media Co. and MzMetchi, and we come right up. Come right up. If you are interested in advertising with me, because understand it's like now, honey, we on TV too. So if you're trying to get some promotion going, reach out. We do have sponsorship packages available so that you can get the word out about what it is that you've got going on. Like, I'm here to support y'all still gonna be sharing, still showing up. But I'll pop back in June, a little, hey, what's going on? Because, of course, my guest loves to come on here too, but we're going to have a good time. But these next few weeks, y'all, I'm taking some time to delve into what's next as far as the LinkedIn Lit series. It's going to be a good thing. Oh, June. Okay. I'll be back in June. For this part. But the MzMetchi show, all of that is going to be being released soon. It's so many exciting things coming up. Definitely some events coming down on the pipeline. So look out for some invitations. Definitely make sure that you are on the subscriber list. Make sure that you're on there. And of course, shout out to my amazing sponsors, because without them, where would we be, honey? Where would we be? Shout out to Live Long Health, Copajn Vodka, Paris Ice Spa, Fiya Infusions, and Lavish Looks. Y'all already know. And then thank you so much to my radio partners, Fluent Media Network, Philly Jams 95.3, and Indy 101.5. Y'all make sure that y'all go follow the Blueprint Live on everything. Follow us as far as wherever you listen to your favorite shows. I need y'all to get in tune. Go and go drop that little subscribe. Add me to your playlist. Y'all already know. Let's see. Latifah said, I want to invite. You already know, girl. You're on the list. You already know. I love y'all. Until next time. Wait, hold on. One last little sip. Because I got the bottle right here. This is my infamous toast that I do. I'm going to do this with you all before I leave. And I'll share this before I go ahead and go into it. Because I don't know where y'all at, but I know where I'm at with my birthday being a few hours. I got a few hours at this point. Know how to celebrate yourself, okay? It's very, very important. In life, our responsibilities, jobs, all of these things will kind of tear away at you being able to pour into yourself and celebrate you, uplift yourself, put yourself on, whatever it is. Make sure that you always do it for you. Make sure that you always do it for you. I am cheersing up. 37 was a rough ass year. Like, it was rough in so many ways because it broke the mold for so many things for me. Like, I need y'all to know I broke out of so many unhealthy patterns. Like, I broke out of my fears. I stopped, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing so many things, and it's only up from here. It's only up from here. So cheers to you. My toast to you all is for health, wealth, and prosperity. I always speak that. Oh, I always speak that over the liquor. But it's my birthday tomorrow. I'm feeling real good, baby. I'm outside this weekend. If you want to pull up, pull up. Okay. I think I might go to the R Lounge tomorrow. I don't know. Like, I don't know. The world is literally at my fingertips. I'm doing whatever I want, acting bad all weekend. I'm sorry. Get down with me, catch up with me. Thank you, MH. I appreciate it. Happy birthday. Whoop.
Cheers to me. Okay. Cheers. Latifah. Cheers. We outside to health, wealth, and prosperity. Okay. 38. Because she gonna always eat. But tomorrow is gonna be 38. ATE. Let's get it. Cheers. Thank you, Lauren. Hold on, wait. I ain't gotta log off. Shit, this is my show. We lit. We lit tonight. But for real, it's been some things in my life that I'm just like, oh my God, I'm like, this is trying me. But it's like when we talked about glowing and growing, y'all, we talked about it earlier in the show. And I'm growing in so many ways. Like, I think my biggest thing, I am not like as reactive. Y'all wouldn't believe how reactive I am. I'll be like, ah. Now I'm like, let me pipe down. I don't want to run my pressure up. You know, I'm getting older and whatnot. I gotta watch this sweet little heart of mine. Yes, cheers, Bree. I love y'all. I just wanted to celebrate. Like, y'all ever just be in a place where you want to celebrate? I'm like, why y'all not turning up? I ain't done turning up. I'm on my Chief Keef tonight. I'm not done turning up. I'm about to turn up some more once we log off. I really am. Don't be laughing at me. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. But yeah, no, I'm turning up all weekend. It's lit. Shout out to Babe for getting the spa package tomorrow. I can't wait to go and get my services tomorrow. Oh my goodness. It's nothing like starting off your birthday feeling peaceful and serene. I encourage all of my girls, go and do it. Go and get a freaking massage. Go somewhere and relax. Like, just get your side on. I love it. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. And I literally just said it. I'm like, what you want to do? And usually I'll be given a hard time, but I actually knew what I wanted to do this year. I was like, I just want to start it off on some relaxed stuff. Kiki, do you love me? I'm gonna be listening to Drake all tomorrow. Don't judge ye not. Okay. Oh gosh, she crazy. And I am not. Y'all don't accept this. Please don't accept this. That's blasphemy. Peace is priceless. Don't let nobody cost you any coins of that. My peace, it cannot be disturbed in this season. It's just like, please, GTFOH, please. I cannot. No BS. No BS. She said, hey, get down, little mama. I plan on doing it. I don't know. I'm going to go and have a nice dinner, just go and do some things. The girlies are trying to get me outside on Sunday for brunch. But the brunch that they want to go to sold out. I'm concerned and I need somewhere to go. Because I got a real cute outfit. Like, shout out to Kim, best friend. She like put on some color. I'm like, friend. Okay. I always listen to her. She's low key. She's the stylist for real. She be the one in behind the scenes. Like, no, put that with that. That don't look good. Kim will read it down. She like, no. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. I'm outside this weekend, y'all, but I know I've held y'all here long enough. I just want to have my little sip real quick now that we done got through the show. Ooh. But the MzMetchi show is coming back. I'm excited. I'm already been filming, y'all. I got only, praise God, 2 more episodes left. I'm excited. The music is in my mind, y'all. I be pushing myself to the limits. 38, I'm going to stop doing that, y'all. I'm really going to stop doing that. I'm about to start scheduling stuff out a little bit better. I am getting older. I be trying to still be out here like I'm a young hoe. A YN or what have you. I be outside like that. I'm just like, oh no. And then it catch up to me and I'm like, uh-oh. I made an oopsie. It's a done deal. But no, I love y'all. We'll definitely be in tune. I sent out my stuff. Get on the list. I want us to get a little personal. But I love y'all. And until next time, bye.
Thank you for tuning into the Blueprint Live. I'm your girl, MzMetchi. Make sure that you're following me on all platforms at MzMetchi and at the BP Media Co. See y'all next week. Okay, bye.